Remember, you and your child are uniquely different people. Even if you see resemblances, you can be very different from each other. Plus, you are bringing into parenting, let's call it baggage, old beliefs and ways of looking at yourself and looking at the world, reacting to how you were parenting. So bringing all of that with you clouds things up and makes it more difficult, right? We operate a lot out of fear, out of the unknown, out of the beliefs that we hold. And so while some of the things that I teach may be simple, I can offer you wording or a technique that is actually quite simple. It only has a couple of steps or a couple of moving parts, and yet it's so very difficult sometimes to implement. It may be simple, but it's not easy. So we're looking at the process and how we can change our own behaviors, and the fact that we cannot expect our children to do things that we are not willing to do. So if we make demands or have expectations of them and we are not living up to those expectations ourselves, it's not going to fly, and they can see a double standard a mile away. Simple, but not easy. So I just want you to understand the reality of parenting. When people come to me and we start working together, very often they're talking about what's going on with their child. And it's very quickly that they come to realize that they have to do some work as well. And that's where it starts to get tricky. But that's also where the solutions are, and the peace and the joy that can come back into parenting, and the relationship that can grow. So when you think about what you'd like to change in your family and with your children, remember, it's one thing to have information with somebody laying out the steps for you. Here's what you do. It's another thing to put it in place for yourself.